Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 50th episode of Speaking Sporadically and our very first birthday. Woo! This was so bad. This
does not work.
Rattle them off.
Mine didn't go.
Ow.
Mine didn't go. That one's
verified. It does. They do have
so much smoke.
This is a fire hazard.
Woo!
Happy birthday, fellas.
All right, I'm done.
I have one more. I have one more.
I do have one more. There's two more.
Hey, I threw mine down.
Let's take this one.
I am not cleaning up.
I can't, dude. I
I got
can't.
somewhere to be, actually.
You guys can do them.
I probably blasted
Mine like discharged on my finger.
Alrighty.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a colossal episode. We'll go down the line, and I'll just start rattling off how significant this episode is. I'm jittery. I don't drink coffee, but if I did, I'd imagine this is how it feels like.
Calm down.
So obviously, this is our 50th episode. Halfway to 100. Pretty big deal. Number 2, it's our birthday. Today is March 14th.
Well, isn't today March 13th?
No.
Oh, yeah, yep.
Today is March
Ignore
14th.
that.
Our first birthday. 1 year ago today, we filmed the very first episode of Speaking Sporadically in my basement with me, Jacob, and Isaiah. A rocky start, our origin story, our beginnings. This is also the season finale of
Season 2.
Season 2.
Peace out, season 2.
It's been a good one.
And
Lot
I
of
think we're
memories.
due for, some of our listeners that, don't know us. Let's all introduce ourselves, put a name to the face real quick. So, I'm Jacob. I've said that countless times.
I'm Luke.
And
I'm Trev.
And I'm Devin.
You know who I am.
No, we don't.
We don't.
They
Oh.
don't know.
What's your name again?
Isaiah. Hang on.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Pleasure to be here.
Nice to meet you.
Pleasure to be here. Great to see you out
Hope
here
I get
today.
the job.
New guest.
New guest. There's another one, guys.
Yeah, I dropped some of them because it hurt my hand.
You dropped all of them, bro.
I just popped the other one. Don't get all over.
Dude, this is a mess. Oh my goodness. I bought 20. Yeah, I bought 20 yesterday of these. And I was like, Sharon was questioning, like, don't those make a mess? I'm like, yeah, but it won't be too bad.
It's bad.
Cap.
It won't be that
It's
bad.
actually not that bad.
It's
pretty
It's
bad.
fun. It's
hopefully
fun.
sweepable.
It's all right.
We need a podcast Roomba. That's the next purchase. Just have a. That's
No
our
way.
pet.
That's our little
That's our
pet. That's our
pet.
studio pet.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Our Roomba.
Honestly, I feel like, so we have a little itinerary of what we're going to do today, but I feel like one thing we need to do first is give them a proper cabin/studio tour.
Yeah.
Oh, I
The
agree.
first time
For
they
sure.
can see it.
I like it.
And we have changed it a little bit. Like, we don't have to point too much. Like, this right here,
Hey,
this is our...
gentlemen.
What?
We forgot something so incredibly important, but I guess when we start doing the tour, we can activate it.
Oh.
Oh, our
Lights aren't on.
Oh,
we
yeah.
didn't even think about it.
Find that remote.
We had the fancy ones in the back, but we'll start with this. So obviously, probably like the magnum opus of our little studio here is our shelf of just random stuff. Up towards the top, you can see all the fun cans that we gathered and just like random stuff. We got some lights around the back, courtesy of Jacob. We got a little picture that is actually going to be updated soon, hopefully.
Yeah, probably.
And then we just kind of gathered a bunch of stuff and started putting
Obviously,
it over.
I think you guys
You'll
have
see-
seen that. We
Yep.
post that on Instagram. That is our first dollar earned, dollar bill. It's framed. A lot of memories, man.
He's a little covered, but for those of you
Barry.
who stuck around long enough, you know about Barry. You can
Yep.
finally see him. He's dripped up right now.
Yeah. Happy birthday sign,
yeah.
obviously. Even though it was real funny. So we got here today a little before, and it was just me and Isaiah. We were talking, and as soon as I get out of the car, I'm like, Isaiah, happy birthday, man. He's like, happy birthday to you too. Luke pulls up, and I'm like, hey, Luke, happy. And Isaiah's like, no, technically not.
We gotta
have
wait
to-
till like 54.
Yeah, episode 54. Then it'll be your one birthday.
Trace a little after
57.
that.
Yeah.
57, actually.
57?
Yep.
57. Then that'll be your birthday.
So-
Trey's is 56.
Yeah, stay
But-
tuned for that.
We'll actually make it's still their birthday.
Be long enough.
It's still their
Long
birthday.
It's still their birthday. We won't leave them out.
Yeah.
They're still getting gifts.
Something
Yeah.
else you probably can't see. Yeah. Devin and Jacob came in clutch with a real nice carpet. It
Yeah.
feels like a actual building in here.
It's
Yeah.
so nice. Like,
It's amazing.
it's just the cabin has like evolved, right, and grew
Yeah.
over this past probably 6 months we've been in the cabin,
Yeah.
A little
I'd say
longer
so,
than that.
yeah.
maybe longer. And just every time we add something, whether it be the rug, another couch, or whatnot.
Yeah, I think we started with
It's-
lawn chairs out here.
Yeah,
And that's
yeah.
it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they're still right up above us.
Those
Yeah.
noisy ones too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, yeah, I agree. It's definitely come a long way. It's fantastic.
And as more stuff has gotten in here, like the echo has gone down and everything.
Oh yeah, we actually get like nice lighting and stuff like that from the windows.
Yeah.
There's 3 windows. It's pretty nice.
I may be blinded because of this window behind me, so you might not be able to see me very well, but
Oh, so let
it's all right.
We'll
see.
figure it out. Yeah.
It's a process. You guys have known if you've been listening to our past couple of episodes, we've learned a lot and went through a lot of troubles. We're working on them. Also, I don't know if you're here on YouTube or if you're listening on Spotify. Whatever you're on, if you're on YouTube, you can actually see us. Thanks for stopping by. Subscribe. Spotify has a really cool thing where they have video now too. I showed Luke and Trey that, where it's just like YouTube, but you can still turn your phone off and just listen to it. So if you're listening to this on Spotify and you're not doing something else, like you don't have this on as background, you can open this up and you should be able to see us.
And you can turn to like landscape view too, and it's just like YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
it's
really
cool.
cool.
It's cool.
Pretty nice.
Yep.
It's muy fancy.
So that pretty much covers up our intros, happy birthdays, celebrations. Anyone else got anything? I think we got most of the
I think we got the
duty stuff.
Yeah.
Unless you want to show them the poster behind you too.
Okay. Yeah, I think we should. I think
Yeah.
we should. I'll get this covered. Here, hold this real quick.
So we pretty much had a poster, which you know if you listen to our old episodes when Devin got it for his birthday. And it's hanging up over that window. We needed some more light, so we took it down, but we'll still show it to you guys.
Yeah.
Da-da-da.
It's nice.
And
Our
Devin,
logo.
as you may see, is repping the merch.
Oh yeah. They've
This
seen
is
this
the only
too.
merch
Yeah.
he
If you're on our
has.
Instagram, you'll see the merch. I wear it a lot actually, and I always point out to Trey because usually I wear it out on like the weekends. And I'll be like, Trey, and he'll look at me like, yes sir.
If you'll
It's
just
good
sit there
times.
and just.
I lost my hat. It's around somewhere, but I was gonna bring it. I can't find it. It's around my house.
Better find it.
I'll locate it. Eventually, we're gonna make like 20 more to sell. So I mean,
Yeah.
we'll see.
Yeah.
So you want to get into gifts, boys?
You
I
already got my
love-
gift.
I
Full
love to
stomach.
get into gifts.
All right.
A full
So
stomach.
something special we wanted to do because obviously it's a big episode. We're gonna do gifts, so we decided to just get each other gifts. But the first time we mentioned it, Luke must have been a little grumpy that day. He didn't want to give
I'm
gifts.
not a big gift giver. I just
Yeah.
don't see the point in it. It's just my thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Which is fine. We made an adjustment that fits him probably even better. We were like, I just saw Trey's gift. He's gonna love that.
I opened it a little too wide. That's my bad.
That's all right. So we came up with the idea. Well, we could have some food and make it like an actual party. So Luke brought us a pizza.
Pizza.
A big
Fantastic.
pizza, which we ate, and which was like perfect. Like
Yeah,
we
it
finished
was
basically it
perfect.
all. I wasn't too hungry, but I could eat a little bit, so that was great. And so everyone else just has a few gifts to give each other, and they'll kind of explain it as they go. I know mine will need a little explaining. So do you want to go first then?
I will go first. I just
Okay.
grabbed everything.
We'll just do
All
one
right.
person does all their gifts first.
I think we'll do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Ooh,
so,
I'm excited.
First things first. Luke,
Yes,
I know you love tea.
I do.
And I know we did a little photo shoot last week, and we kind of had to bribe you a little bit.
Yep.
We felt bad. We
Yep.
didn't want to have to make you do it, but I think it turned out fantastic because of it. So here you go to make up for you having to dress up. A whole gallon of Arizona green tea.
Oh yes.
All right.
Tasty.
In line with that,
Exactly the same.
Trey, we know you love it. I could not find not light. I don't know what light means, but I'm sure it tastes
I think that's
I think
good enough.
It's the same.
okay. Good. Here's a whole gallon. It's a little hairy because it was in the bottom of my car for a week, but I kept it cold.
Just
So
marinate it. Marinate it.
there you go, sir.
Yeah.
I know I told you not to bring any drinks. That's why.
I need to buy stock in this.
Jacob. Oh yes. All right. Lover of all things Rick and Morty. Your very own alcoholic flask.
Oh, Morty. Thank you, mate.
Devin, you were harder.
I've,
So
yeah.
I went to Ollie's, my favorite store ever, to get most of this stuff. That's where I found Jacob's, obviously. So I only had so much money. I only brought a $10 bill because I was dumb. And obviously with taxes, you can't do 5 exactly. But I found something that you might be able to use. You take 2 auxes and you put it into one, you know what I mean? One input.
Yeah.
So you can combine stuff because I know you like sound and like you're into like music and stuff like that. So I don't know if that'll be handy at all.
Big bet.
But to make up for that, because I don't know if you use it or not, I got you a scratch off winner of $3.
Hey, yo.
Yes, sir.
And,
awesome.
Yeah, and some glasses from Ferguson Construction Co.
Hey yo.
There you go. That's mine, baby.
Oh, they're so fogged up.
Oh yeah, they were probably a little cold with that.
Care of them later. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Your guys' presence is big enough gift to me. No, shut up. I hate you all. All right, who's next?
I can get next.
Oh, yeah, Luke already did.
I did mine. You looked at me. I was like, you guys already ate. Like,
Even though I did have to bring $31 to give to Luke today. So.
yeah, because you guys owed me for the podcast cover.
Yeah.
That's true.
Still owe him $31.
I know.
For Isaiah. So I know you love lights. I had
Oh my
these in my
God.
room for
No.
how
Hey.
long?
Hey,
Never had
yo.
the motivation to put them up. So I'm
Bro,
like, you know
some
what?
nice
Isaiah
lights.
will use this literally right away. So
You know what's wild? I got new actually pro lights for my car. So I put the old ones that I had in there around my bed, like my backboard for the bed, because I just redid my room, and it would look cool. And I wanted more. Now I don't have to spend money.
yes, sir.
This has been not fantastic.
I just want to let you guys know I spent zero money on any of this. I just found random stuff around my house and called it good.
Heck yeah!
Because last week when we were like, oh, it's this week, or it's like this Sunday. So Sunday morning I wake up, I'm like, crap, I got to get stuff. So I'm just going around my room, putting stuff in a bag. I'm like,
That's what I did
it's
last
gonna work,
Sunday.
it's gonna work.
I woke up early last Sunday and I'm like, oh shoot, I didn't get a single thing for this yet. I was scrambling last week and then we figured out it wasn't supposed to be.
So all my stuff is literally the most random stuff ever. That's what makes
Love
it
to
fun.
see it.
Oh, yeah.
So for Luke,
I have
oh
no
boy.
idea what could come out of that
I've
backpack.
never-
I know.
Something from his house.
Excited.
Since you always fidget with stuff like your thing, I got
Oh
this
my
thing.
gosh.
Oh,
Those are
yo.
fun to play with. And then a random pocket knife I found in our barn.
Oh, bless.
Blur that. Blur that.
That thing could be
Bless.
worth a fortune.
It could be.
That's probably
By
not.
buck. It's a buck knife.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's
I see
fucking
this
cool.
red thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Isn't the point to kind of
Yeah, it's to get them all in line,
Oh.
but it's kind of hard.
Oh, yeah.
I just like swinging it around.
I forget what I have in here.
No, but I looked at the time.
Oh, time.
Oh yeah.
Do you know when we started?
So as we probably mentioned before, this camera has a 30-minute cutoff, so it's pretty crucial we don't over-record and miss anything.
Oh,
We didn't set a timer, did we?
Yeah, so do you remember
I got
what time
this-
it
I got
was
this.
when we started?
Carry on as casual.
All right.
I mean, I have a timer started. I just don't know when to cut it off at. So if you could give me I just
What do you
started a minute ago,
Oh, okay. I'll check real quick. I'm not going to move anything. Just
Alright.
carry on as normal.
if you can.
All right.
Whatever.
Alrighty. So for Devin, I got a bucket hat that I found.
Hey,
That's sick. I'm wearing
that's
this.
dope.
I'm wearing this everywhere.
And then, oh my god, can I grab this? And for Jacob, I got 2 pairs of sunglasses I found.
Oh, my.
Yes, sir.
From Walmart? You found from Walmart?
And Isaiah, I also have another thing for you that I found. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
1304. When did you start yours?
Well, is that at 13:04?
Yeah.
So I've started at 2 minutes. Well, if that's just at 13:04, then we just know we'll do another 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So I'll reset this. Go 15 minutes. We should be good.
Sorry for that, ladies and gentlemen. That is Isaiah's fault.
No, it's
Well, I said I'd
Isaiah?
get the timer.
do I look?
I got one of these things
No.
for you, finally.
Oh my gosh, like the
Hey.
dinosaur?
Yeah. I have
This
one
is
of those
way
kind of
better.
things in our car, and Isaiah, anytime he gets in my car, is just sitting there playing with it the entire time.
Dude, it's so cool. And I'm a Cancer too, so this is I'm shaking me.
Is that the cancer sign, a crab?
Yeah, it's a crab. It's lame, but this is cool.
I guess that's my
Gemini's
sign,
is
too. I
way
never thought
better.
about that.
I don't even know mine.
That's epic. Yeah,
You don't know what your sign
Cancer
is?
I
brothers.
think I'm the Sagittarius.
Sagittarius.
Sagittarius, I think.
Jacob's a Leo.
Leo?
I have no idea. No, October. I don't know, man.
I don't know that one.
I don't know.
I got those warmed up for you, Jake. I literally wore those on the way here.
Oh, yeah, you were in that video.
They're styling.
Well, I'm going to save that video. We'll
I
post
like
that
'em.
to the TikTok. Of you vibing in your car.
Bro,
Yes.
this is sick.
You want to hand me my bag, Sherm? It's the yellow one on the ground there. So all my gifts are group
Dolph.
gifts, and they're kind of together. So the first thing was I bought some decorations. I bought us balloons, that you guys can see, the happy birthday sign, and those streamers. So that took a little bit out of it. The rest is kind of... So one thing I did get, one for each, everyone. Car fresheners. I have 2 different smells. Bayside Breeze and Black Ice. Which one
Give
do
me
you
that
want?
Bayside Breeze. Jacob, we're literally talking about Bayside
I was the one
Breezes.
pushing for the Bayside.
Which do you
Yeah.
want, Bayside or Black Ice, Luke?
I'm going to say
tried
Bayside.
Bless it up.
You get Black
I
Ice.
may or may
Does
not
Trey like
use
Black
this
Ice?
because I love the way
Yeah,
my
that's
car
fine.
smells, but
I was going to say.
And then the second gift that I got, which
Let's pop one of these open in here.
I have 2 more I could.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
What do we
I was
want
gonna
here?
say, that would be
See,
cool.
I've never,
Bayside.
Bayside in here. Are you
That's
kidding?
what I'm saying.
Let's get it.
yeah, I've
It's a
never
vibe.
smelled one of those before.
I like Bayside. These are the ones I actually put in my room.
The Bayside. My car smells like Bayside.
Nice. Well, this next gift was the gift that the Dollar General store I told you guys earlier, which we'll just leave it at that. Something we needed a long time for the pod. It's just going to stay in the cabin.
Good
it's
call.
just an outlet wall tap, so
Bless.
we can turn 2 outlets into 6.
I sure hope we don't trip anything.
Yeah.
Well,
That's a guarantee gonna happen.
we did the math. On the back, it says up to 15 watts or amps.
Amps, yeah.
15 amps combined. So
Okay.
I'm like, all right, how much is that?
Shouldn't
So
be that bad.
I look up. I look up on Google how much amps a usual like phone charger takes,
Yeah.
because those are a little lower, but still, and they're like max 2.1. So even if this
So we
thing
should
is
be good then.
full 6
Less.
phone chargers, it still won't hit it.
Yeah.
But
That's probably what we'll use it for mostly, because
Yeah.
we won't be able to plug like this bad.
yeah, I'm
bad
not
boy
going to
into it.
plug in the heater, the computer.
The heater has to be plugged in
Phone
directly
chargers.
into an outlet
Yeah,
anyways.
probably. So that'll be nice.
Awesome.
Long time use for that. More air fresheners, and then this is kind of more for, I guess, really any of us. It's a tarp to go camping, because we need a tarp. We talked about the wilderness survival. It's just an 8x10, so it's decent size. We'll probably still need like more if we
Yeah.
all 3 or 5, whoever wants to go camping with us goes. But I thought we'll keep it out here. You can always use a tarp.
Right.
Hey, yo, if I get the Cadillac of tents out here, that's not even big enough.
How big's your tent?
10 by 10.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
thing's a hoss.
That's luxury
Yeah.
camping, right?
Yeah, it
there.
is.
He has.
I spent a fortune on that tent. I love that thing though.
It's a very.
I might only use it 3 or 4 times a year, but worth every dime.
It is a nice tent.
Nice.
It's because it'll last.
Yeah.
It's one like Tommy's. You know Tommy's tent? Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So-
It's pretty nice.
They're hard to find too.
So that's all I have.
That's sick.
Nice. All right.
I'm
Well,
excited for this one. 'cause
One
I-
of my
We accidenally opened a drawer and we had to shut it again real quick.
Yeah.
Saying.
one of my gifts is in my pocket
Hey.
over here.
Oh boy.
Luke, your first part is a caramel candy bar.
Hey yo. Hey yo.
Jacob walked around his house to grab these. I very much feel it.
You're been storing the other gifts in here. Luke, bag of combos.
Pizzeria
That's the finish
combos.
of your gift.
Solid.
Isaiah, I got you Back to the Future.
Do you have that?
No.
Bet.
That's awesome.
This is actually really sick.
we should have a
And
movie night out here sometime.
We talked about that.
Yeah, that'd be
then-
fun.
Yeah, sure. Trey, how's that TV coming along?
We're working on it.
All right.
And then Devin and Trey.
Do you know what this
It's
is?
like behind you.
Well, what is?
the
they're in
insurance
bags.
gift for us.
No.
I know. I do. I know what it is.
He just kept hyping it up all week.
Was it back
It's
there?
it's nice with it.
I looked back there. I didn't even see anything.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to get up?
I don't know.
It was back there.
I hope so.
What are you grabbing?
I'm trying to grab a. Well, I don't think my mic will reach here.
Why'd you like place these every
I'm
like
so
in the most
confused.
random spots
Yeah.
ever?
No kidding.
I hear stuff
Because we
back
went in
there.
the drawer earlier to grab tape, and his gift was there.
Oh yeah, I did see him come up with those.
I'm excited. I've asked for this for a while.
Trey and Devin, there you are.
This inspired the gift giving idea because we needed I wanted a pair. Fresh
Hey
white
yo!
Crocs. I don't have Crocs and I've wanted a pair.
I didn't have a pair big enough for Luke.
Yeah.
White
On my
as
storage.
snow.
Fair enough. Pair of white
Fresh.
Crocs.
Fresh.
Don't wear those
Probably
out to the cars.
11s.
Yeah.
yeah.
What is
That
this?
or
Nice.
you only wear them so they get dirty.
Mm.
Yeah,
That's just how it's
10.
gonna be.
Men's 10. What's yours?
10.
10. That. Sick.
Yes, sir.
Dude, this bag. Oh my god.
Yeah, those are adorable. All right, dude, that was great.
That was wonderful.
I can't wait for episode 100.
Yeah.
I might actually give a gift for episode 100.
Episode 100 is going to be
Yo.
We have
live,
to, like,
baby.
We have to like give each other cars for episode
Hell
100.
In front of a
no.
live studio. Well, we'll be rich by that point.
Yeah,
so.
using the podcast profits,
It'll
bro.
be it'll be no problem.
Yeah.
No big deal.
what I'm
Well,
saying.
I want a nice car then, boys.
Once we get the
You have a
Patreon
nice car.
started.
I was gonna say if you can get a car that's nicer than the one I have, I'll be impressed.
All right, that was fantastic. Thank
That
you
was.
all.
You guys want to
cool.
move on to
I'm ready to move on.
the
Cool.
best pod memories? This is how we'll finish up this segment.
I like it.
Basically, we just asked each of the guys to come up and think of any of the time that's like not super recent. It's like hopefully not within the past like 5 episodes, but something past, just memory, something short clip from one of the episodes that you just want to bring up and we can reminisce on and look back at the good old days.
Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. I would say pretty a basic one, but just when we got our mics.
Yeah.
Like just the feeling
that
of
was fun.
unboxing those. I remember we all got
was
there so
that day.
excited. It
it was such a big leap compared to
Gotta
us
do
sitting
some-
around a table with a phone in the middle.
Yeah.
Like, it felt so much more professional and real with,
It was nice.
actual mics.
Yeah.
And with just how much we struggled to, like, because they weren't working, obviously, for a while. We didn't know how to work them.
Mm-hmm.
And we were struggling. And then the second we got it, I'm like, no, the mics, they're working. That's the mics. We were like,
Yeah.
so nice.
That was awesome. Especially because you had all the mics came in individual boxes in a big box. So Devin pops open this box. He's like, Sherm's mic, Trey's mic.
Oh, it was beautiful.
He just
Dude,
handed
and
it out.
assigning the colors, like they've
Yep.
become iconic
Yeah.
at this point.
Yeah. Pop filter
Hopefully,
colors.
they'll become more iconic now that you can see them all.
Yeah.
Well,
That'll
the
be
blue one
sick.
has a funny story, right? This was Devin's
Yeah.
for a while, and then I don't know. I claimed that I did some reverse psychology on Devin. Now it's mine.
No.
He pretty much gave it
I
to
remember
me.
what you said. You said, how about this? I'll trade you for one episode. You give me it for this one episode, and then no
And
matter
then
what,
I said,
you can have it
I said
back.
I'll keep it. I'll end up keeping it because I did that, and I did.
And because I wasn't going to fight with Sherm.
upside down.
No, it's just funny that I see Luke over there just playing with that.
I mean, he got it.
I got it upside down. It's a lot easier like this.
Oh,
I will
yeah.
say.
All right, that's a good one. I just looked it up. If for anyone interested in in listening to that one, that is Speaking Sporadically, episode 18, called "Upgrades People Upgrades."
Yeah.
I'll be kind of cross-referencing if anyone doesn't have the episode number.
That was one of my greater titles I came up with.
That was a good one. I love that movie.
Upgrades people.
I don't know, our last title was pretty good, so.
Yeah. Episode
Except you guys
40.
didn't-
That was a meme.
Except
That
you
was
guys
me.
didn't capitalize anything except for my name.
Emphasis.
If you're watching this on YouTube, episode 49 is on YouTube. So
Yes.
check that out.
All right.
It is actually. Me and Trey.
Yeah,
Trey
we
looked
love
up.
never
only the
worked.
first 9.
I
Oh.
didn't see it.
I tried to post it last night.
It's
Well,
on
hopefully it'll be there at
Spotify.
some point.
It's actually on all platforms, all podcast platforms. I think.
It's somewhere. Just look it up.
No,
You'll
it's
find
not.
it.
It's
only
just
on
on
Spotify.
Spotify.
Yeah.
Just on Spotify.
Still
All
learning quite a lot.
Yeah, it's-
Devin, what about yours? I'm excited. for
my
this one.
best memory. Oh, hang on, I gotta remember it again. I knew I had it. Just
Lord.
give me
I
a
need
second.
to-
Oh,
remember.
it's you want me to remind you somehow? You might want to say it came
Nope,
through-
I got it.
Oh, you got it? Got it? Okay,
I got
okay.
it. 2 words. Iron Man.
Oh,
That was it?
No, because did you guys listen to that episode yet? You did listen to it. Did you listen to it, Isaiah?
I listened to a little bit of it. I listened to the end of it.
Okay, then you might have heard.
I remember filming it.
What do you mean?
Recording the day we
Oh, yeah,
recorded
yeah.
the video.
We were in my basement.
Yeah.
And it was Movie Trolls,
yeah.
episode 42, 3, something like that. It's Movie Trolls, whatever that is. And
Yeah.
I don't know. That's
39.
39.
Ooh.
Episode
Longer.
39, Movie Trolls.
A lot longer than I thought it was.
That is. I just still laugh at that to this day. Just yelling Iron Man and then the whole story with Trey.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite moments.
That popped up in my camera roll, like featured thing or whatever. A couple
Oh,
days
featured
ago.
photos.
I just clicked on and started laughing again.
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Iron Man.
Because I was trying to think of something that wasn't too common because I know what Jacob's gonna say and it is a good one. So I was like, I tried to dig a little deeper, but
Yeah,
I
was,
like that.
That was a good one.
All right.
Who's next?
I really enjoyed the Halloween episode. That's probably my favorite
That's-
episode we've ever done.
Yeah.
Specifically, the Ouija board story with me and Evan.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you
I'm
say
still
a
valid.
different
I'm still
part.
valid.
Still, okay.
Specifically, the Ouija board story. That
Alright,
was
yeah.
Evan and I's like big story for that one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That was fun.
That was one of our better episodes. I do
That
have
was
to
pretty
say.
awesome.
That was a lot of
cool.
fun.
I enjoyed it. I can't
Like-
wait to do more specials.
Yeah, like we had the lights off. We had the
Super,
guests.
super fun. And we actually talked about some like ideas for the next Halloween one early today.
Yeah,
We'll probably forget, but
Yeah.
you know. All right.
Easter's coming up, boys.
Oh yes, we'll get a bunny suit.
we'll do an egg hunt.
We'll do an egg hunt. Oh my gosh,
Cabin scavenger hunt or just an
Compilation
egg
of
hunt,
each
I
of
guess.
If Luke's not in a bunny suit, I'm not coming.
Well, you guess I'm not coming either.
Oh man, no, I'm excited for more specials. That's
I am
something that's
too.
really exciting.
I'm
All right.
too.
So I did also pick the Halloween episode, which was 33. Yeah, episode 33, the Halloween special. But I picked something a little different. If any, you guys should hopefully recall like the funny introductions we did for the segments, because we did 3 segments,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And the fun little skit introductions we did, where each of
Yeah.
us came up with a segment of a story, and then we all cut each other off to add on to it, and then we did that 2 more times after the first one.
Yes, I
And I think that was really fun, even though it was kind of lame, but it was really
Oh.
fun. And I think if we keep doing it, like for those like list specials or something like that, or just like randomly do it for one episode, I think we'll get really good at it.
Oh.
That was fun.
I remember we tried that. because we literally, our idea was that we didn't have an idea because we didn't know how to start it. So we were just like, everyone just cut each other off.
The whole concept of the story was that it can't possibly go anywhere because everyone's like taking their own terrible renditions of it.
Yeah.
How was that?
That was in
I
the
think
last
we did
segment.
the last segment, how we started the last segment.
It was the first segment and then the last segment. So the one in between we didn't do it with, I don't think.
Okay.
But I could be wrong. But it was the first one and then the last one.
Okay.
Is how we started it. It was awesome. So that was my favorite.
I think,
Jacob?
I think for me, the one that comes to mind is there was an episode where I don't know the number, but me and Isaiah were telling a story about just a simple trip to Casey's. And it was just, I feel like it was just excellent storytelling about this guy that just came back from a wedding. And we're looking for this bag of chips. And we cannot find this bag of chips. And then me and Isaiah messed around talking. And we don't know this guy's like paying attention to us, right? And I'm not telling the story in its full glory how we originally told it. But me and Isaiah, ultimately, we find this bag of chips, and this guy just like he starts hooting and hollering first in the story. He's like, "They found it! They found the chips!"
That was
That was great
It
because
was
they came
hilarious.
to that was a weekend of a scout camp out.
Yeah,
And he
Yeah.
came out.
and there was a lot
Oh,
more
so
stories
good.
when we hid from Isaiah.
It was the failed prank, if you're looking
Yeah,
for
Yes.
it.
yeah, the
I'm-
failed prank.
Episode number 10, the failed prank.
Wow, it was that long ago.
It was
It's been a
ages
long
ago.
time. Last May.
Wow.
It was a long time
Like
ago.
40 weeks ago,
That
man.
is crazy to think about.
That is crazy to think about. I
That-
feel like that was just like
Jacob, you're right.
month
That was a
ago.
phenomenal episode.
Yeah, that was a good episode.
That was so fun. That's why like I'm so excited for like the summer and stuff like that, so we can like get out and do stuff and come back with more stories and stuff like that. Because that's one of the biggest things that I like to talk about on the podcast, especially listening back in the future and just like recalling all those things would be really fun.
Yeah. So
Did everyone say theirs?
That was everybody.
Okay, well, there's one that I thought was going to be said, but it was forgotten. I
What?
thought, Jacob, did you switch last second?
yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Well, because
Yeah.
Devin mentioned something, and he's like, "I know the one Jacob's gonna say."
But
So
now
I
you're
said,
like,
"Well, I gotta say a
Yeah,
different one now."
Yeah.
Ah,
What do you got?
I guess I'll say it. It's Luke. It's probably I have
yeah,
gotten
yeah.
the
Waist
most.
deep.
I have gotten the most compliments on that episode of people literally like crying. Like I've gotten people who said they were driving their car and they almost crashed because they were like laughing so hard and they couldn't focus.
Oh,
it was
so good.
episode
Awesome.
whatever. It was
21.
waist deep in ? And it was when
Dot.
Luke fell through the deck at
When I-
his Hocking Hills
Yep.
house.
Airbnb.
He was just chilling on the deck,
Standing on the deck talking to some people. Whoa! I was up.
right through.
Only my right foot went through, so my one leg was literally up here like this. My one was just like on the ground. I was like, guys, gonna help me out here.
I'm gonna need some help.
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh,
So
Just,
good.
I was crying during that episode when he was just
Yeah.
describing what the house was looking like.
Yeah, 'cause we came
It
into
was
it with
such
no
a
idea
dump.
what it
Yeah,
was.
go back
It
and
was
go back to
such
listen
dumb.
to that because
We were entirely blindsided.
it was unique. Luke had a very unique way of describing it.
It was
perfect
a
way.
dump.
And then it was a funny story. The house they Airbnb'd it from or whatever. His name was Dave, right?
No. That was for our senior trip.
Oh,
different.
That's a
Yeah,
story.
yeah.
Never mind.
I would have to look it up.
Yeah, you're good.
It was
Well-
like some Indian guy and two of his friends.
Yeah.
He's like a
Oh,
dentist
you're
in
right.
Columbus,
You're
and
right. Yeah.
but whatever.
That wraps up this segment. So, Isaiah, you want to hit the button or?
Yeah, I can do that.
All right, thank you. I appreciate that.
Alrighty. We'll see you in a bit.
Yeah.
Peace.
Oh yes, blessed be, blessed be.
Mike's up, baby.
Let's
Welcome back.
go. Oh my gosh! Get it. Get the paper.
Get the itineraries.
I already know what
gotta
the
do-
itinerary says. This is.
sir.
This was my idea. I did see this on the internet. I think maybe first.
Yeah, we are now moving into a very
Controversial topic on the internet.
serious debate
Let me take my hat off.
that
It's
is
serious.
impacting millions of lives.
Mathematicians
As we
everywhere.
Billions of dollars have been put into this research.
Oh, did you see the squirrel?
A
go
squirrel just like climbed
went up the tree behind the window behind those
that
guys.
was like spooky. I hope we got that.
I probably was not in
It's
the
outside
frame.
of the frame.
But
That's wild.
the question of the year, I think, is: are there more doors, or are there more wheels in the world?
It's easily wheels.
It has to be wheels.
It's easily wheels.
See,
I was wheels, but I think recently I've converted.
let me explain my thoughts on this. It's so open to interpretation from each person,
Yeah.
and you need to set much stricter guidelines because
What is a wheel?
what is a wheel?
It's
And
so-
what is a door?
It's
is
so
a door?
subjective.
Right, because the biggest thing I saw is there are parts of a cell that I forget what the name are called, but
That
They
one is just
act as
dumb.
doors.
That is just
they
dumb.
act as doors. They do the exact thing doors
Or the
do,
valves on
like-
your heart act as doors too.
Yeah.
I think a good way of putting it, I don't know if I saw it anywhere, I just came up with it. I know sometimes, like, some things like bearings are like they're wheels, but like a good way of looking at it is in like the manufacturing labeling. If it's has door in the name, it's a door. If it has a wheel in the name, it's a wheel. But because I mean that would exclude a few things that would qualify, but that would get like the vast majority of both sides, and you could
Yeah.
actually figure it out.
That's just I wouldn't do that. That just is too.
I don't know. There just needs to be a
Too
set
much.
definition
Yeah.
of like
Yeah, well,
what
I
is a
mean,
wheel and what is a door?
It's better
Yeah.
than being too broad and too vague about it, because then it's
Yes.
For me,
Yeah.
I feel like even if you exclude the cell ones, there's still a really good argument for doors
There
because
is.
I count the 4 valves in your heart which open as if a dog like a doggy door.
no, they don't have hinges.
that is a reach.
no
That's such a
hinges.
reach.
Yeah, there is. They literally hinge from the top and open and close like flaps. Like, would you count a doggy door as a door?
They don't hinge. Like they don't have.
How is
hinges.
pivoting at one point not a hinge?
It's just a connection. Like that's not a hinge.
Revolving doors don't have hinges.
Still a
Yeah,
door.
but they have something in the center that's basically a big bearing that it rotates around. It's a hinge.
a bearing, you say?
It just
you know
it's
what a
a
bearing
360
is?
It's a hinge that goes.
That's a
in
wheel.
360.
That sounds pretty wheel to me.
That sounds like a wheel.
What do you mean?
See, that's,
Bearings are wheels, bro.
that's another biggest thing where people explain where every type of
That's not a wheel though.
door is a wheel and axle, and like every type of wheel and axle like usually makes a door or something.
See, well, that's
It's
why
real
you,
weird.
that's why you need to
And
narrow
every single
down.
door has a doorknob.
Well, that's what I don't really have an opinion on it. I have no idea. But like that's why you have to narrow down from like these really broad like heart weird like determination.
Well, that's what makes it fun in a way. Like, no one's betting money on
Yeah,
this. You don't have to
yeah.
make it so serious.
Yeah.
It's fun to like bring up throw out a concept and then explain your concept.
That's fair.
You don't have to make guidelines on it. This is not life or death.
No, I mean
Right.
you do. Like if that's the point of the conversation, then you probably should.
Yeah,
That's
but
just one aspect of it.
Going back to like the standard, for what most people think of when they think of doors and wheels, I think I still might be doors because a point that I brought up to Jacob, I don't know if I brought it to all you guys, is coffins. The majority of coffins
Oh,
have
yeah.
2 doors, and
Yeah.
there's like 400 billion people that are dead and have been buried.
but
So
not
that
all of them are
alone-
in a coffin.
Yeah, the vast majority didn't
True.
even have one.
I bet the majority did.
No. I would say no
In
way.
all of history, no.
Plus, in the
Yeah.
olden times, there was
In
no
all
doors.
of history, you think the vast majority of
Yeah.
people who are passed away on this planet, like humans, had a coffin? You are joking.
Definitely not.
You are joking.
No, definitely, 100%.
No way.
Dude, the population grows. But like we have more people on the earth now than there has been from like 1800. Like the population consistently growing of the planet.
Yeah.
So each year, more and more people die every year than any other year.
But you
Yeah.
gotta
Not
think,
to mention, a long time ago, they still had coffins. They weren't like today, but they were still wood boxes that they buried people.
but that's
in.
still one door.
Yeah, but they were
only.
no.
But-
they-
That's
no,
still a door.
most of them didn't have
Hardly
doors.
even a door. It's just
Yeah.
a crate where you set the lid on.
Yeah, and they nailed them shut. That's not a
That's
door.
not a
Yeah,
door,
that's
then.
not a door. I'm not saying they weren't buried with coffins. I guess I'm saying they weren't buried with the kind that you're thinking of.
Yeah,
Because those kind of
I think-
coffins are only like in the last 40 years
I think people being buried in coffins in bigger cities is becoming less common too.
because it's expensive.
They're
Yeah,
going
being
for like New
cremated
Orleans
is-
style.
Yeah. and running out of space
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
It takes
They, like,
a
just, like,
lot
of
of
They
space.
stack up within like the family. Like they just like it's like a skyrise almost, which is a cool concept, I guess.
I mean, the Romans invented that, didn't they?
I have no idea. I just know they do it in New Orleans because of the limited space and like
Well,
the
they have
water
soft ground there.
and
Yeah.
the levees and they don't.
Yeah, where
they
they could just literally just rise up.
right.
Yeah, it's hard to dig that deep. Are you saying like they dig deeper into the ground?
No, they go up because if you go into the ground, then like Luke said, they like when the water obviously because it's New Orleans, they're super low and the water's like swampy. So when water comes in and it's like I don't know monsoon or whatever season it is, like that they get there, like coffins will start rising up out of the ground.
Yeah.
That's the problem they had ages ago. So now they go up instead of down.
They just like set coffins on top of each other.
Not coffins. They please. I don't want to be say anything wrong, but like the gist that I understand is they cremate and then it's all cement and they just have like cement smaller tombs within like the family and then they just go up with it. Like it's like a tower of family.
Never heard of that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Again, that's just how I understand it. But I don't know if that's like exactly true. But it's something to those lines.
Yeah.
But no, I think that's going to get more and more popular because it's way more efficient.
Cheaper.
Maybe cheaper. I have no idea.
It's gonna
I'll take his
do
word for
a
it.
huge number on like funeral businesses.
Yeah.
And gravestones are extremely expensive.
Exactly.
Yeah, and coffins themselves are
Yeah.
way
Yeah.
expensive.
$5 grand, $6 grand a piece for those things.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
You pick yours out, Luke?
No.
You probably should.
Hey, that's fine.
What is that supposed to mean?
You're on the wrong side of
I'll
this
let
argument,
Mom pick
Luke.
that one out. It'll be the last thing
Why?
she can pick out for me.
But I have also, going back to the doors versus wheels argument, a lot more have been uprising, like variations. Like they say a better one would be like wheels versus windows in the world.
Oh yeah.
Well,
guys
I
heard
feel
those
like
and all
Windows
those?
would
Because I've heard so many people say windows are a door too, using like
kind of, yeah.
Some windows are.
because because it's the same thing as a sliding door, right?
Yeah.
Or even
It's
some
just
windows actually like
sideways.
you open them and like mine,
Yeah.
I have ones at home you crank
And
and they
that's
Open.
and that's
Yeah.
why I think like the best way theoretically to narrow it down is to just use like product terms and like
yeah. But
production
then again,
terms.
like I don't think cabinets say cabinet doors. They just say cabinets, you know.
You're right.
Like I don't know. Like I think it's an
but you could say
impossible
that-
task.
But you
we're doing
could say
here.
the same thing for wheels. Like
Yeah.
so half the things aren't going to say wheel on
Yeah,
them.
I agree.
So if you just do with that, then you could kind of get assumption of it.
That's
Unless there's
true.
like one specific product that's like high in abundance and it's not called one or the other, then it would kind of offset it. But then you could tell.
Yeah.
But like Jacob said, it's just kind of the fun of it, just kind of like
That
using your
place,
imagination.
that place at
Yeah.
Monsters Inc. kind of has doors on clamps. So.
Hey,
my
but every
gosh.
door also has a wheel to carry it through the wires.
on the thing,
and
yeah.
a doorknob.
And the,
doorknobs.
On
like
the-
if
on
you
the
want to call a
inside.
doorknob a wheel, I guess.
On the
'cause it's got-
inside, I
yeah.
think there's a wheel in there or something.
Well, actually, so how it works, how those things work is, I think if I remember it right from the scene where they're like up and on the wires and like where the doors are stored, they have a wheel at the top and a wheel at the bottom that both move. So for every
Probably.
one door, there's two wheels in Monsters Inc.
It's either that or they have two wheels on like the side of a rail.
But technically, it's even because when you open a door, it leads to a separate door in the human world. So that's 1-to-1.
Yeah.
But there's still wheels in the handles.
Well, is that the same door though? Because they open the door and they walk into the room.
yeah, it's the same door.
Yeah, I'd say
it's
it's
just
the
like
same
a
door.
transportation.
Yeah.
I don't know because you know when they deactivated the door and they went to the other side, and like so like when they got kicked out to
Yeah,
where
that's
they bottom
true.
to the Himalayas,
It's like a door that has 3 possible
right?
points.
So it's like 1 and a third door, I guess, or 1 and 1.5 doors because when they went in, it's the same door, but when they deactivated it, the door in the monster world is still there, so that's a whole door.
Yeah, I'd say it's 2 doors.
But then they create a whole separate door. So I think it's 2 doors. 2 doors, 2 wheels. And even if you count the handles, it's still all. Well, I guess it would be 3-2 if you want to count the handles. So wheels would still win, but.
That's about just as logical as people using the cells as a thing for doors. That is the dumbest thing I've ever
using a
heard.
fictional drawn movie
Yeah.
to justify. It exists. It's in the movie. I see it, therefore it exists.
I saw GoPro posted something and they were like showing all the doors on their cameras, and then they're like, "Yeah, we've sold 30 million cameras."
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
That is true. Because
Dude,
each one of their cases.
That's something I think if we ever get to that point, we should invest in a GoPro and go crazy with it. That'd be fun.
That'd be cool.
Take a whitewater rafting. That'd be cool.
Isn't that really
Yes, sir.
cool?
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, Legos makes it. What was it like 2 billion wheels a year?
Wow.
Manufacturers.
Legos?
Mhm.
Oh, I guess, but
Lego wheels.
they also do make doors.
And then you know how many Hot Wheels are in the
Yeah,
world? All
Matchbox
those
cars.
Matchbox cars.
Matchbox cars do not have
Are we
doors
counting
either.
those fake doors
Yeah.
on a Matchbox car?
But they don't
they
work.
don't-
They're
they
not
don't work.
functional.
Most
They
of
don't
them
work.
don't work.
So if they don't work, they're not a door. They're just fake.
Yeah,
As long as
perfect.
it's a functional wheel or a functional door.
Blessed. Okay.
See, another thing that's so hard because like a functional wheel is just any circle. Then
It has to have an axle.
a functional wheel is any circle.
Yeah, like the lid of like a lid on a peanut
That's
butter
true.
jar
I
can
mean,
roll.
yeah, like it's just yeah.
Yeah, like
But
if
it
you
doesn't
make
have,
a
it doesn't have
mouse-
an axle though.
Yeah, if
I
you
don't
make a
think it
mousetrap
has
car
to.
and you just
Yeah,
like
that's
stick a
like-
dowel on 2 circles.
Yeah, that's like a definition for a wheel. It has to have an axle on it.
So if you stick a toothpick between 2 bottle caps,
yeah,
those are 2 wheels right there.
Technically.
but not just like a bottle cap like that. That's not
Yeah.
considered a wheel at all.
Okay, I guess that makes sense. I was just trying to think of any
'Cause that would be-
exemptions that
I
are
feel like,
where
yeah,
they
I
don't
feel like
have
it'd
an
have to
axle.
serve the function, not just capable of serving the function.
Because that'd
Because then,
be-
yeah, circles. I feel like more circles. Well, no, doors would win because anything could serve the function of a door. Technically,
Yeah, I've seen people like be as long as something prohibits access to like another region, it's a door, and I'm like,
Barry
Well-
over here is a door as long as I can't get past
yeah,
him. Yeah, like
I was like, bodyguards are doors now.
because like that. Well, that would mean like a wall is a door, which doesn't
Yeah.
make sense because it prohibits me from getting
Well,
past.
I think they said prohibits and
Allows.
can allow.
But,
Yeah,
like,
has the
yeah.
ability to allow.
That makes more sense.
So like they
Yeah.
can open.
Because you can't just base it off hinge. Because you have like sliding doors.
Sliding doors definitely don't
You have
have a
like
hinge.
I guess drawbridges like hinge.
Well, you could say
trying to think
anything
of
that either
anything
has a
else.
hinge and does this, anything that does this, and also this, like a sliding door. Like, you could just find all the kinds of doors and just apply it. Like, if it falls in this category, it's a door.
Yeah,
you
like
could do that.
3 different definitions.
It would
or
take
something.
ages, and it's totally not worth it, but you could.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what you're saying.
All right, I got another
Makes sense.
question for you boys.
Mm.
All right, who wins in a race? You have to eat a hot dog,
Oh, I saw this.
hot dog and bun, and then run 100 meters. It's Usain Bolt versus Joey Chestnut.
Usain Bolt.
Who wins?
Usain Bolt easily. I don't care how fast he can eat a hot dog. That man is not running very fast.
Usain Bolt.
So you have to eat the hot dog as fast as possible. Like, it starts when you start eating the hot dog.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
there's a hot dog sitting in front of you.
Chestnut,
Someone says
chestnut,
go.
Chestnut.
You eat the hot dog.
He can down it in like a second.
I think it will be close, honestly.
I'm going Bolt here, and here's my thought. Because one hot dog, the margin of difference in times won't be as
Yeah,
drastic.
It'll be like
You have to
4
swallow
or
it
5
all?
seconds.
Or does it just have to disappear?
well,
Can you chipmunk it?
official rules of like the
Swallow.
food eating
You have to
sport,
open
you
your
have
mouth.
to, yeah, it has to be all in your stomach, pretty much.
So it can't even be in your esophagus?
Yeah,
well, I think you just open your mouth. And
Yeah,
your
as long
mouth
as you
is
swallow,
empty.
you can start running.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you look at Joey
man.
Chestnut's world record
Yeah.
for how many he ate in a minute, the math came down to, or how many he ate in 10 minutes.
Okay.
The math comes down to he eats one in 7.5 seconds. Every 7.5 seconds. But think about
Okay.
this.
If it's just one.
Over 10 minutes, you're going to slow down a little bit. So I think that math's a
Yeah.
little bit off. I think his peak eating range could potentially be one hot dog in about 6 seconds.
Okay.
And then I would say average.
Usain's probably about 3 times that.
Yeah, and I would say about average man can run probably 100 meters in 20 seconds.
Well, we talked about this on one episode. Isn't he really fit?
Well, he has to burn a lot of calories.
Yeah. I'd assume he works out. But
Well, yeah, but
That doesn't
he's
mean
like
he's
he has a
fit.
really nice like
I'm not
diet
sure.
and athletic regimen. Like, did you see what he eats in a normal day?
Mhm.
It's like nothing. Like, it would suck.
well, you're still going to have to assume, like, if you're not training speed, like, you can be really fit but not be fast. So what do you think's a fair time to say what his 100 would be? I'm saying about
Probably.
18 seconds, 18 to 20 seconds.
No, I think it's faster than that.
I would say in the 20-second range.
I'd
Yeah.
say 18, 20.
I would say probably say closer to 20.
Yeah, I'm saying 20. So then you're saying
I'd give
Usain
him a
Bolt's.
17.
World record time.
Yeah, you can say world record or probably about 10 seconds.
After
So-
eating a hot
After
dog,
eating a
though.
hot dog, you're
It'd
not coming
be-
out of blocks. So I'm going to say about 10 seconds for Usain Bolt running his 100.
Mm-hmm.
So then that adds up to
28 seconds.
About 28 and 26.
28. So can Usain Bolt eat a hot dog in 16 seconds?
I'd say.
I think
I'd say
Yeah.
so.
I think he could.
That's
It's-
doable.
I mean,
But
It's a
here's
lot. It's a lot to,
here's
you know, chew
here's
down.
a
If
kicker.
he does it right.
I think every hot dog they add, Chestnut gets the upper hand.
Yeah.
Like if they would
Oh,
have
for
to eat
sure.
5 hot dogs,
Oh, yeah, no
Oh,
chance.
Chestnut would
Game
kill
over.
him.
yeah.
game over. So like the big like if it's just one hot dog, like I said, it's so small. Like if you mess up, it's just like one hot dog. You know, even if you're slow,
Yeah.
it's one hot dog. But if you're the tiniest bit slow on multiple hot dogs, they add up.
Yeah.
So I think one hot dog, I would say Bolt wins. If they go to like 2,
Even then, I think
it's gonna be
fractionally
It's gonna be
close.
close. And then any beyond 2, I think Chestnut wins.
easily.
Yeah. I think anything beyond 2 is a lock for Chestnut. I would
Yeah.
still say
Usain-
1 would be
say
decently
Usain.
close. Because a
I feel
big
like
bun and a
Chestnut-
hot dog.
I feel like Chestnut can run a little bit faster than what you guys are assuming. So with that, I think Chestnut will barely win the first one. But after that, I think Chestnut has it locked in.
So you said Chestnut ate a hot dog every 7 seconds for 10 minutes straight. Is that what you said?
That's the average.
For his world record attempt.
10 minutes feels long. It might have been
Yeah.
1 minute. Like how many he ate in 1 minute.
I was gonna say 10
I'm
minutes
not
every
gonna do
7
that.
seconds. That would be absurd.
And when, I'll,
It's like
I'll
about
look-
100
I'll look it
hot
up real quick.
dogs.
I'm gonna look up
That
how
would be absurd.
maybe he did like a combine at some point.
A combine,
combine?
scouting combine.
Yeah.
How
gosh.
fast he is.
Joey Chestnut. Oh, I can't just put speed.
No, but that man's an athlete. I'm not gonna lie. It is impressive what he
Chestnut?
does. Yeah, he is absurd.
It is weird. Yeah, I don't think it's 10 minutes. That does sound forever. 10 minutes is a long time.
Hey
I
Isaiah,
don't think the
you want
human
a
body
candy?
can hold that many hot
I love
dogs if he's
candy
eating
from
one every
people.
7
Thank you.
seconds.
No.
That would be absurd.
I'll eat it. I promise.
You will? You sure?
Yeah, positive.
No one else saw where I got that
Yeah,
candy
yeah.
from, so.
The record is 76 hot dogs in 10 minutes.
Yeah, I just read that.
76 hot dogs in 10 minutes. So yeah, that would. well,
One
you-
hot dog every 7.6 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd have to slow down so much though towards the end.
Yeah. So I'm
right?
assuming like his prime is
He can
probably
eat one really fast.
5 seconds. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
You know how
I
they,
think
you know how they
Joey's
eat
got
these
it.
things? They just like slide the whole dog down their
They
throat.
Drink water.
They-
Water.
They soak it in
They
water.
soak the bun, and then they like compress it into their mouth and swallow it as if it's a liquid.
Yeah. It's gross.
And for this race,
that's
I would say they
disgusting.
have water. They have
Yeah.
water.
Honestly, I would say he could eat a hot dog faster in 5 seconds. If he's averaging 7.6
Yeah.
for 10 minutes,
10 minutes. Because
No.
you gotta be
He probably,
dogging them at the end, bro.
yeah,
Like
you gotta
those
be,
last 5,
you gotta
gotta
be
be
like,
horrifically painful.
yeah, you gotta be sitting there just like, just trying to find the motivation. I mean, he could do it in one swift motion, just like a solid 3 seconds.
All right. This man does not run. I can't find anything. Well,
Yeah.
online, I cannot find anything on him.
The NFL didn't bring him out for rookie day?
They should have.
new running back coming up.
A lot of PR.
Have you guys seen the Mr. Beast video where like they all go against him and eating like a giant pizza?
I just scrolled past it.
Yeah, and he beats like 5, 6, 7, 8 guys combined, and it is absurd watching him eat. And like, I think he gained like 12 pounds or something during it, just eating food.
I've said this before, but I do enjoy watching like insane capacity like eating videos. And it's just like weird. Like it's weirdly satisfying, and I like to watch it. I don't know. It's just like baffling to me. That's doable.
It's insane how these people have to stretch out their stomach pretty much. Because the average human stomach can hold half a gallon of volume.
That's it.
Yeah.
I drink almost a gallon of water every day.
Yeah, but
Your body
body's
uses
it.
displaced. Your body's putting that in different areas, right? It's
Still.
not all sitting in your
That's not
stomach.
in your stomach.
It's going to your bloodstream, kidneys.
Still.
Yeah.
Not really.
Well,
Go
that's
so many
what
other
I'm
places.
saying. You
In
can
straight up food, it'll sit, but then pretty much right away, it's going to start
Breaking down.
breaking it down
down.
and using it for something else.
and you can stretch out your stomach. Like if you're a more seasoned eater,
Yeah.
you can probably get it to a gallon.
It depends how much your stomach's used to having and
But
containing.
I assume these guys' stomachs can hold like 2.5 gallons.
Not
'Cause-
that much.
Well, how much volume do you think 76 hot dogs is?
A
Like-
lot.
like-
There's a
again,
lot of volume there.
Like if you would blend up 76 hot dogs,
Yeah.
That's a
like
lot.
and pour it in, I bet that could probably
Well, you gotta
over
think-
halfway fill up a 5-gallon bucket.
You got to compress
Oh,
the
yeah.
buns as much as they can, because once
That's
they
what I'm
put
saying.
water
You blend
in them,
it.
Do you blend it
Yeah,
with
with
water?
Blend these hot dogs with water, so
then
they're
you'd
pretty
have
much
to
a liquid state.
pull out the water. It would bring it down a little bit. And also,
but
again, as they're eating it, it's
Well,
still
that-
being broken
that
They're
down.
getting
water's-
some water.
That
though.
water's going down to
Yeah,
the
that
stomach
water's
because
going
you're
into
consuming
them.
it with the food.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
So I'd say
but-
keep
And the
some of
buns
the
are
water.
soaking it up.
Yeah.
Just take how much water he used during the competition and add that much water to your
Exactly.
76 hot dogs they blend.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that would get about 3/5 of a 5-gallon bucket full.
I would agree. That is all.
And that-
There's a lot of volume
That is a
there.
beautiful
That's
sight
almost disgusting.
to be engraved in my mind.
All right, we're gonna have to go to the store and buy 76 hot dogs
Oh,
and buns, blend it up,
blender.
just to put a
I don't even
quantity.
know
I
why
will
At.
pass.
this combined could do that.
Eat 76 hot dogs?
No.
Oh no, we could not.
No way.
We before this we just together,
Barely got a
barely
large
got
pizza.
down a large pizza.
Barely. Is there one slice in there still, or we don't?
No,
Oh,
we
yeah,
all
that-
finished.
It's all gone. One
I mean, we
16-inch
definitely
meat
could have
lover's
finished
pizza.
it, but
Now that being said, there's a lot of toppings on that,
that
pizza,
was.
but
I mean, those slices were like an inch.
They were
Yeah.
thick.
tall.
they were. That was a really good pizza. Shout out to my crew at the bar, whoever made that pizza. It was
was
really
good.
good. Real
Dude,
good.
You know, it's so
Loaded that
nice
baby.
now.
In my name.
Yeah.
Yeah. I put Trey's name on the order. Love that.
Whenever we do hand gestures now, like the audience can see us.
That is
You know,
nice.
when we do like a size reference
That
or
would be
something.
cool.
Oh yeah, instead of like imagine this
Yeah,
and like try to
close your
explain
eyes.
it.
Close your
eyes. That should have been my favorite moment for the pod.
Doing that
Isaiah,
like 5 times.
close your eyes.
Jake, we got furious after like this 3rd time.
You know, you just look around. All of us are actually just sitting there with our
It was
eyes
like the
closed.
3rd time the same episode. And it's like, all right, that's enough.
Yeah, that's fair.
No, my
I
God.
still got to break it out every now and then. It works so well.
Well, there's no need anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could just hold it up.
You just say,
Well, if I'm
open your
trying-
eyes. Look at the screen.
I guess, but at that point, it'd just be playing charades.
Open
Maybe
Spotify.
that'd be more fun. Open your eyes. Turn your screen.
Live
90
stream
degrees.
charades with the viewers.
No.
No.
That'd be kind of fun.
Let's give the viewers an update on our TikToks.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Yep.
yeah.
A couple
Fair
weeks
enough.
ago, I think we announced, or was that in the clip that we never posted?
I don't know.
I think we mentioned it at the start of 49.
Okay.
Possibly.
Well, I don't know.
I have no idea.
So anyway, we've all decided just for some random reason we're going to do a race to 1,000 TikTok followers. And the loser has to write a poem, or all the losers, so 4 of the losers have to write a poem and say it on the podcast someday.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to pull up my TikTok. I just started. Like I was so late to this. I have
You
a
didn't start
couple
posting
videos
till like
out.
this last week.
Yeah.
He was late by choice.
Yeah.
By
yeah, yeah.
choice, yeah.
I just had no
Wanted to give us a
motivation.
chance. Wanted to
Isaiah
give
is
us a
popping
chance.
off currently.
So confident.
Yeah, really.
Since 2 days ago. Well, since yesterday, I guess. It took a little bit for the one to get off, to pick up. But, yeah, when we started, I had 11 followers. Maybe 12. I don't know. Because I don't know if Devin or Luke were following me at that time, but I don't think I'll count you guys. So I had like 13 followers, right? And now I have 123. So that's math.
That is math.
11.
And I said 111 last time, but I want to subtract you guys, so 109, maybe give or take 109.
That's up 109.
That's up 109 because we start at where we started. We have to get that plus 1,000.
Yeah.
So I'm at 109. I'm 109 closer to 1,011.
Yeah, I think I'm up 41, 42.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say I'm up like probably 45 or so.
So I started at 101. I'm at like what 117, I think. So I'm up
Okay.
16.
And Trey's name's still just user.
Yeah, user 2978.
It's iconic at this
I
point.
beat Trey barely. I think I'm up like 20. I start at like 8 or 6. I'm at like 28 or 6.
Trey, if you're gonna have
Sevens are
like,
truly funny.
Mine
I
are
laugh-
actually funny.
Yeah,
I
I
think
laugh
they're the
every time I
best.
look at Devin's.
But they do okay.
So let's run through what kind of stuff do we post?
I don't even know.
Devin,
If it's
Random
funny
stuff.
and I have an idea,
Comedy?
I'll post it.
Trey?
Sure.
Comedy?
I
Usually-
like Trey's too.
Usually
Trends.
like basketball or sports stuff, and then
I like the
music.
two last music ones, like songs to
Yeah.
add to your playlist. That's a bop.
Yeah.
I post YouTube clips.
Yeah, Sherm,
Clip that.
Sherm does a cheap way, bro. It's so like he literally finds videos
you know what?
on the internet.
Like,
it's a strat.
they get views and it's a strat and it gets likes, but like there's not much like following from it because it's the same.
Yeah.
Half the time it's the same.
Oh yeah,
video.
most people like.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm sitting at 111 followers, but I'm sitting at 3.2 thousand
like,
likes.
It's insane because like everyone sees like most of it is the same video over and over, so there's not really a point. I will say I was like when we just started, I was a little annoyed when you'd like show me the clips and then post it. But now that I don't see the clips that you post, it's kind of enjoyable because I don't know what to expect. I'll come across like a gaming clip, and it's like reminiscent of like 8 years ago when it came out.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool. I appreciate it. The truck one is
Yeah.
too far.
Say-
truck one's a lot to take in. It's
bad.
in my brain and comprehend, but everything else I'll appreciate.
Dude, it's funny because I said I'm gonna keep posting this truck video
Yeah.
until it gets under 1K views.
And it never
Hasn't.
I had hope for a little bit because like 2 days ago or something there was one out for 3 whole hours and it only had like 6 likes,
Yeah.
and then I like checked it yesterday. I'm like, it's like
And then it
the
grew.
most it ever has. It
Yeah.
just picks up.
They're funny.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So I'd say Jacobs is still a viable strat.
Yeah, so there's-
it has a give or take. Yeah,
I'm just
give
gonna
and
start
take.
duetting yours. And like I'm gonna nod my head to the ones I agree, then like shake my head on some.
Dude, yes.
I hate people that do that. Or people.
That'd be funny. I don't care. It's cool.
I mean,
Well, pe-
exposure to yours because any duet, I think
That's
it,
what
like,
I'm saying.
automatically tags you or something.
It's a symbiotic relationship.
Yeah, I don't have to do any work, which is kind of my go-to. And Isaiah gets some exposure.
I mean, you have to think about the movies because what I did at first was I like put my face in it and stuff like that, and I'd do like a bunch of Magic the Gathering videos and stuff like that, which I thought were really funny, but they didn't get that much. And then I thought like I watch so many movies all the time, so I just decided to post about like I found a bunch of movies that kind of fit together in like a category, and I post that. Those did better. And then finally I went to actors and like their best films, and then those did like really, really good. So I'm sticking with that for now.
I thought of a good idea I want to make as a TikTok.
I have a bunch of ideas stocked up. Like I have some about the best scenes of actors, which will kind of fall into what you do, but it's still in my domain.
It's okay.
Yeah.
You know the trends where they like move the camera along their face and like they have a normal face at first, then they have sort of an elongated face.
Yes.
They use that weird filter. So I'm gonna do that. Go across. It's like changing cards out of my magic deck to have better ramp. Okay, standard. Changing it to fit the meta better. Standard. Okay. Changing the cards to beat my friends specifically.
Yeah, dude. That's all we do. We evolved just to beat each other. Look at our stands.
That's kind of the
You'll get there.
whole
look at our
game.
stands.
Mm-hmm.
So Luke posts some
Big.
cool stuff too.
I posted
Luke posts like relatable things.
A couple relatable things. I did a couple snowmobile videos.
Like he posts like local things. Like you got to be in the know to know, which works.
And I did like the one. My daddy drives a BMW. I did one.
Papa
Drives a Rolls Royce. My dad drives an M1500. I saw one of the people who graduated my grade. He made one of those for like all the towns like around us.
Oh my gosh, that's kind of funny.
And then all of a sudden it was the one where our one friend Timmy's from. And he said, my dad drives an M1500. It's so perfect.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh. Then I was doing a bunch of satisfying things with ice. Like I had icicles
best
hanging
one.
off our garage, so I just took a broom and I videotaped me going.
That's the best one. That was one of the ones that I liked. I told Devin, like I liked one of his without realizing it was him. I liked that one without realizing it was you. Trey, and it was all you because it was all. Anytime I see a weird gray silhouette, I know it's Trey on my For You page.
User number.
I know it's Jacob when I see it has a few thousand views and
When it's a big truck.
Yeah, when it's the truck.
When it just blows up.
Gang, gang, gang.
Yeah.
You're gonna
Popping
need
up,
some
breaking up,
flex seal for that one. Gang, gang, gang.
So dumb.
You guys are gonna have to. Do we all know what our usernames are called so we can plug them real quick?
Yeah.
Well,
_ Jacob 24 _
My name is at Elmo the Almighty. No caps, no spaces.
No cap.
No
Mine's
cap.
like at user 94 something.
Yeah, just go to our pages and look at who our follows, and you'll find Trey. Yeah.
Or I have a pinned video on my page that tags everyone.
You can check one of those.
I have a Luke 51804.
Devin, yours is just
Devin or something.
Gotcha.
It's Devin or something.
Oh, I also do the ones where I slap soil.
Yeah, the slop soil. Like, yeah, those were like the relatable ones.
hate you so much.
All right, I think that's a good way to wrap up
funny.
this little segment. I believe we're gonna continue, right?
Yeah, we got
Yeah,
one more.
one more
We got-
segment
we
for our
we got a
birthday.
special. I'll just check.
Back to back.
Back to back. We don't quit. We don't quit.
All right.
We got another segment.
See you in a bit. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the extended version.
To the second episode of Speak. No, I'm just kidding.
Director's cut.
Director's cut.
Special edition. You guys purchased the bonus CD.
Limited time only.
No, but this is the third segment, final segment of our birthday special, which will probably be the name of this. Maybe not. We'll see.
Just name it 50 Bomb.
Hey, yo, did anybody see that?
That was pretty cool.
Sorry.
Trey!
All right.
All right. So
Okay,
first
can't
up on
focus.
this third segment,
Yeah.
what we're gonna do is on this day in history, because we want to know
Yeah.
what makes this day special. What do we share a birthday with, or what do we share a special event day with?
What all happens on Pi Day?
So I think Isaiah has some.
I do. I have some
Interesting
pretty
facts.
interesting news for everybody.
Yeah. First off, Pi Day, obviously.
Day.
314 3.141592653.
Shout out to all the math teachers out there.
Mrs. Bender.
And something else. So on this day in history, Pi Day, which is actually kind of a coincidence. I
Yeah.
never really realized it. Albert Einstein was born in Germany.
Oh, yes.
Which is
year?
weird. Like, what is the coincidence of him being born on Pi Day? That's absurd, right?
It's kind of interesting to say the least.
Yeah. You guys said it.
But I mean, there's not much else. I think I saw.
Yeah.
I think I saw.
Fitting it towards Isaiah. He's talking.
If if you go on
Our car freshener about to fall with the fan.
All right. Hang on. So we put a car freshener on the fan, and then we turned on the fan to make it smell good, but there was a wobbling noise.
Oh, there
It just flew off. It just flew off. Barry, get it!
What, champ?
Yeah, boy. That's our boy.
Oh man,
That was funny.
You guys like his apparel too?
It's fucking great.
Dude, it's legendary. You can't really see it behind. You can't really see it behind the R, but
Yeah, there's a couple of things.
he's
It's
nice out. Yeah.
I got a
What?
couple more.
What? Hang on. It's got to be Pi Day.
Yeah, March
Okay.
14th. Yep. Eli Whitney patents the cotton gin
Hey,
machine
yo.
on this day.
Clutch it up.
That's kinda
cool.
Man of the people.
There's a couple.
The thing has some static in it. You can hear it. You hear like
Yeah,
the
you can hear it
static
rolling
rumbling.
around.
There's
Okay.
there's a lot of stuff that happened on
Start
Pi Day.
rattling some
Whoa.
off.
My
Yeah, start
God.
rattling some off. Trey.
U.S. currency goes on gold standard on this day.
What
And-
year?
19.
No.
Give me the. Hang on. Let me get the air freshener.
Oh my goodness.
And World War II, the Krakow ghetto is liquidated, so that was like the
Oh, that's
One of the big
Krakow?
ones.
yeah. That was
The
was that
Krakow?
the
That was
Night
a
of Broken
ghetto.
Glass,
Yeah.
or is it
Yeah.
just another one?
That was just a ghetto. The
And-
Kristallnacht was everywhere.
Yeah. That kind of that's what started getting them
Yeah,
into
that's
the
what,
ghettos.
that was like the mass like
Go to music. Go to that music.
not deportation.
Yeah,
but,
it's sad,
like
though.
removal.
No, never mind.
that was kind of when it went from just de jure, like mistreatment, kind
To
of
de facto.
De facto. It's
Yeah.
when it kind of became law.
Yep. There's a little history lesson for you.
Yep.
Then another one was Hugo de Veres rediscovers Mendel's law of genetics in 1900. And the rest
I didn't
of
realize it was forgotten.
Rediscovers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was forgotten.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can
I
you
know.
click on him to
The old monk.
expand on
What's
them?
some more history on that one? Was
That's
it like
kinda interesting.
was it like not believed? You know, like when he first published it, like it was
Probably
kinda,
not, honestly. You gotta think about the time.
well, okay. So he was a monk, right?
Yeah.
He lived in seclusion, didn't he?
I would assume.
So
Yeah.
he studied all these things like in seclusion in a
Yeah,
monastery.
but he was still publishing it, weren't they?
He wasn't. I don't think he was. I
Really?
think he was just documenting.
yeah, maybe
it.
just private journals.
I think he was just documenting it.
the time.
Yeah.
It says took 400 years for him to rediscover it.
I mean, I don't. I have no idea.
So another thing is he could have, how do I want to say this? Proven, but like
Yeah.
True. Yeah, like verified.
Like he
stuff
could have
like
come
that.
up with another mathematical
Yeah.
or statistical or scientific way that basically like, yeah, what this dude said was right, or my theory also proves this.
No, what he did was he rediscovered it, but he was completely unaware of Gregor Mendel's work.
Oh, I,
So he did it
we heard
without-
that.
It's like
It's like the periodic tables, right?
Yeah, in the person that invented calculus, right? It said that there was
Yeah, so
Sir Isaac Newton,
Sir Isaac Newton and somebody
then
in Germany did as well.
another
like,
German around the same time
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
invented calculus.
Yeah. So they had
could've
no
just
idea
forgot
of
that.
each other developing it.
Just because lack of communication. Like the internet
Here's-
today, that'll never happen.
Here's something
Yeah.
that'll that might mess with. I don't know if you've seen it or not, but mess with your perception of time. Did you know that? I don't know if it's the first college, but Oxford University had already been like a well-established university in Great Britain before the foundation of the Aztec Empire, or the Mayan,
Really?
or the Mayan Empire, part of the Mayan Empire.
Really?
I've seen that before.
It's wild, bro.
That's crazy.
Like how young technically like ancient history is, like in the Americas compared to like the old world.
So when did the
It's
Aztecs
insane.
like settle? Like 1890s?
No,
Yeah, the
the
Aztecs
Oxford,
is-
Oxford University is really old.
Yeah, it was
like-
like
Here,
One of
late
the oldest in the
1700s,
world.
wasn't it?
way older than that.
Really?
like
1300s.
1300s, probably.
1300s.
Before that, I'm gonna say it's before.
They're
that.
old. You gotta think about how many years of like medieval history there are. Like think about
1096.
Is when-
Let me read it. Okay.
Is when
The
Oxford.
University of Oxford is a collegiate research university in Oxford, England. There's evidence of teaching, so maybe not a college, as early as 1096, making it says that's pretty much when it established, making it the oldest university in English-speaking world.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
It grew rapidly from 1167, and after disputes between students and Oxford town folks. So there were Oxford students by 1209. And then like Cambridge was founded as well in 1209, 1210. So there were two colleges
crazy.
well established before, and then I'm going to look up Aztec.
I was gonna say
Empire.
because like even when it came out of my mouth, like Aztecs being started in the 1800s seemed
Yeah, that
completely
didn't make
wrong.
sense.
that
Yeah.
was wrong.
That didn't make sense.
because
when I
yeah,
read
they
it.
ran
Close.
into them. Yeah. So let me look at this.
But I just couldn't imagine that the college would have been so old.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So the three main cities of Tenochtitlan, Texcoco, and I want to say Tlacopan ruled in that like the Valley of Mexico area from 1428 until 1521. So less than 100 years, and it was in the 1400s.
It's like 300 years difference there. Just think about in this millennium, though, Oxford is going to celebrate its millennium
birthday.
millennium anniversary.
What was that?
1,000 years.
1,000 years.
1,000
They celebrate
years.
that on the
I mean, they're going to come up.
29.
So I don't think they're going to
2092, I think.
2090, whatever.
I don't. Well, I don't know if they're going to do the 92 because that's just when like someone just started.
But I
came out
feel
and
like
started
teaching.
teaching.
Might as well.
Yeah.
But
You
if
might
they have
as
a
well.
foundation one,
Yeah, I mean,
They might have a true foundation, but like evidence
I mean, if I was
of
the president
teaching.
and I was old at this point, I'd be like, yeah, let's just do it now.
Hey, let's
Feel like
do
that'd
it.
be a good idea. You know what I mean? I want to figure out where the Mayan one.
Is a millennium 1,000 years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
You never heard of? Yeah, have you ever seen Yu-Gi-Oh? The show, the cartoon Yu-Gi-Oh.
I know what you're talking about, but I never
you know
watched it.
They have something in it called the Millennium Puzzle, and they're like 1,000.
you know the Spanish word for 1,000? Meal?
meal. Oh yeah,
MIL, meal?
because that's like
Seven
oh no,
advertisements?
millimeter.
So what's up with the Millennium Falcon?
1,000
1,000
falcons.
parsecs.
1,000.
Blah 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 blah. I don't know.
And like
Nine
advertisements,
parsecs.
cents per milli. Milli means 1,000.
I just said that, bro. All right, let me look at the Mayan civilization. I feel like it might even have the Mayan civilization beat.
I think mine's was like 800s. I feel like the mine's was probably close to 800s if I had to take
There's
a
this.
guess.
There's this.
Oh.
I think I mentioned it before, but there's this YouTube channel that.
Oh yeah, Mayan civilization's way older than the Aztecs.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Holy cow, 750 BC. They
Ooh.
had
I missed it by a
Mayans-
little bit.
Mayan cities, it says.
I missed
That's
that by a
wild.
little bit. Yeah. Mayans are old.
Dude, 250 AD is a classic period, so they have them beat by a long shot.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
All right, Trey. Anything else?
So yeah.
On this day
Those
in
are the only
history?
like
Those are, like,
actual
the
significant
biggest
ones.
Yeah.
That's still
I
really
mean,
cool.
aside, obviously, from the foundation of Speaking Sporadically
Yeah.
LLC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's a given. Everyone pretty much knows.
Everyone knows
the
that.
world round knows that by this point.
Also, another significant
Very-
point of speaking sporadically. If you were around from our beginnings, you know one of the first things we did was a March Madness bracket.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
sir.
once again, it is that time. So
Man, I
very
love March Madness.
Selection.
Very soon.
Yesterday was Selection Sunday.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very soon, we will have our March Madness bracket set up, and we're
Yep.
gonna. I think what we're planning on doing is doing it with the same group we did the football fantasy. Just keep
I think so. I
the
think
same group
it's-
chat. Same.
Do we
group
want to
guys.
have one that's like just us? Or are we just going to like decipher it from that one?
I'm down to make two.
I'm down to make two.
They're not
I
too
think-
hard to make. You can.
It
Yeah.
really
duplicate
takes like a
them if
few
you like.
minutes.
Yeah.
Like I'll set it up even. So
I-
it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Because we
Raise
got
my
first
chances.
4 games starting tomorrow, which we don't do
Hey,
first 4 in the
There's
bracket,
something
but
that, I
a
didn't
game's to
really-
watch.
There's something that I didn't really want to bring up. I thought it would be okay. I just kind of let it slide, but I changed my mind on it after you guys reminded me.
That is.
Never acted on what we agreed upon from the last March Madness. You two. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
We were just waiting until it got warm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let the whole
yeah.
summer pass though.
What are you
Yeah.
guys'
Double
So-
double or nothing.
Yeah.
That's not
Double or
gonna
nothing.
happen.
If I lose this time, I'll get my full back. Peppered.
15
No,
shots.
I don't care. I don't want to inflict pain upon you guys. I just want to. Now that we have the means to record and like post something like that,
Yeah.
I feel like we just might as well.
Yeah.
So all right,
It'll
Case-
probably come.
case might as well fill you guys.
What
in
is
just
it?
For the
in
new
case.
viewers and Luke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So back when we did the first March Madness round, Isaiah won because Isaiah's good.
I
Wish
we
You weren't
kinda-
even there for
we
the
tricked
victory.
him.
I just
He
guessed.
thought he
Yeah,
got
I
last.
wasn't able to make it, and they lied to me and said I lost. Like I got dead
That was your
last.
first
Yeah, it was
episode.
one of my first episodes.
Yeah,
I
but,
came on and I flamed Isaiah's bracket.
How did
Yeah.
avoid
He's
you?
sitting here not even like,
Bro,
couldn't
it
even
was-
defend
And then we
yourself.
realized that he was the winner.
Yeah. I will say, like, I was just good at guessing. To be fair, like it was entirely
That's-
random.
He had
That's all it
Michigan
is.
Go
Yeah.
yard. Like not all the way, but pretty far, and they
Well,
did.
actually, that was one of the things that it wasn't me. I just looked somebody up and they like said that, and I saw someone else and they said it as well. So I just kind of trusted the judgment there.
Nice.
So, anyways, I won, and we agreed upon a not like a winner, like a not a a reward, but there's a
non-losers.
It depends
yeah,
how you
there's-
look at it.
well, there's a punishment. There's a punishment.
yeah,
There's
yeah.
not something for the winner. There's something for the loser.
Could be a reward,
That's not a reward.
possibly.
Maybe it'll be satisfying. I don't know. Depends what you say to me that day. The losers basically have to get a few rounds of
Just one. I thought one.
One shot.
One.
one
back.
shot from a paintball
You know, Luke.
in their back.
I was about to flip you off. Then I remember we're recording.
Yeah, so we haven't done that. We just kind of forgot about it. We just kind of forgot about it.
Cover
so,
me.
Well, all right, we're throwing thumbs up behind each other.
Definitely thumbs up.
Good job, Lucas.
So we're gonna have to
Thanks.
do that when it gets nice and warm. We'll get a paintball out. We'll get mine out because it's the weakest one. It goes soft.
Respectable.
Bro, you don't want the
Yeah.
Griffin to get out?
I have it.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I have a Griffin too.
I can like lower it to the point where it barely
Turn it
breaks on
down?
impact. Like it's not that bad.
Would you say bareback? I missed that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is it? I don't remember this. You don't
I'm
have
not
to.
wearing a shirt.
Yeah, no, just
All right.
straight and back.
Okay.
You heard it
wow.
here.
Just
We got
don't
it
hit
on
my
video.
spine.
How far? How it
No,
goes?
I'll hit like in the shoulder or something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. I feel like shoulder's a pretty good spot.
Hit my lat.
How
dude.
No,
far-
no
So
lower
thick,
back.
I'll be
That is a no.
Probably
Lower
hit
back
the
is a no-go
paintball more.
zone unless I'm a
What?
terrible
Hit
shot.
the paintball more.
I'll freeze them. I'll freeze the paintballs. Don't mess with me. I'm just kidding.
No
I
play.
will inspect
But yeah,
the
so that's
paintball.
what we're gonna have to act on that. So keep an eye out for that in like
And then
the summer.
for this March Madness bracket, we'll have to come up with a new punishment and do something. And I'm not too sure how we will like update you guys because we will have more than 3 people in it this time. And
Yeah, well,
I would say we just try to do like a really
I feel
quick
like
update.
we'll just like before we get to recording, we'll just go through and say who's up or who's
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
We'll just do that instead of going.
And
into
if we
every
have
game.
if we have one of the boys on that's in it, you know.
yeah, we can talk about
They
that
can talk
too.
about this.
Yeah,
But
we-
we'll just go through who's up and who's down because if
Yeah.
we're doing it like we just did it on paper last time, but we'll do it through a
app.
Through an app.
now, which it'll be easier to tell.
And everyone has to pick the same picks for all the brackets.
What?
You can't like change like when you're making your bracket for a different one. It has to be the same.
Then why would
I
we
see what
make
you're
it?
saying. Like when we just do us 5 and then the big group, they have to be the same bracket.
brackets.
No, I'd say they're different.
Yeah.
What's the point?
Yeah, I would say different.
Yeah, make it
Like,
What's
you
the
can
point? There's no
differentiate.
point.
It's
We'll
more
just do the
fun.
big one if we do that. Because it's the same 5 people. It makes sense if you're in 2 groups and you're the only person that
Yeah.
connects to 2 groups.
Yeah. Because then we could just we could compare just our 5 points, how they're scoring in the big one. There's no need to.
Yeah, exactly.
make
Then
a
there's
sec-
no
need to
point
make
to
a whole
do our
separate one.
5.
Yeah, do our 5 with a different
Do
one.
our
You
5
can
with a
do
different
whatever.
bracket.
Yeah. If you want to keep the same bracket, that's
Okay.
fine. But
It's
Because then we could just, like Jacob said, we could just look at the big one and look at our rankings and subtract everyone else and
Yeah.
just see where we're at.
I make usually a couple a year, and I don't make them the same.
yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
never
more
go
fun
by
that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
then-
I mean that's pretty much news. on
Yeah, I
March
would say once it
Madness. That'll
starts, we can just do like 2, 3,
Yeah.
4, 5 minutes each episode and just go through real quick, like
Yeah.
whatever. Just
Hopefully
who.
we'll try to keep it.
We'll
small.
try.
I hear,
Short.
I hear a lot of people say that they don't really care about it.
We
but
won't.
There
do
are
it-
other people
well,
that do care.
It's because
so.
like the last time we did them, it was a whole segment. Like we went through
Yeah.
every single game.
it was like a half hour.
made our picks,
Yeah.
had our discussions. It was
Oh
fun
my!
doing
I
it.
forgot about
Yeah.
that. We went through every pick over
Everyone.
each other. Oh my
every
gosh.
time too.
Yeah.
Every single one. Oh my god.
Sometimes it was faster because it was unanimous. Like, yeah, going to Iowa, it's pretty
Yeah.
safe pick. Next.
Well, mine were fast because they were like, Isaiah, why'd you make that one? I don't know. I like the
Yeah.
sound of that one better. Gonzaga.
Gonzaga.
Zags.
Zags, baby.
But yeah, I feel like this one will just be faster. We'll try to be concise with it. If people end up liking it, though,
How much time we got left, roughly?
yeah, so give or take 13 minutes.
All right. Now we're gonna kind of go full circle. So you guys might remember, probably through our 30s. I'd say through our 30s, early 30s. Yeah, we're getting old.
We're getting old.
We had a little competition period. Like every week, we'd have kind of a game master, I guess.
Yeah.
Game.
Do we know who left
counselor?
off as a GM?
I don't think we do.
No.
I mean, we
No
can definitely
way.
go back and figure out.
Yeah,
Who
we'll
was
just-
the last
we'll just-
winner. But
Clean slate, I guess.
you guys just kind of want to vote together on this one.
I would say
Who
I would
wants
say I have
to
a
be the
judge.
GM?
Or Trey, you want to judge?
Trey?
Yeah, I say someone can just. I can judge. That's
Trey
fine.
can judge.
Trey.
Trey can judge. Trey, your judge.
All
The
right.
judge is. The competition is your spirit animal. What is your best spirit animal? And you got to explain why.
Mhm.
I can't just say dog because I like them. Well, you can, but you're probably gonna lose.
Yeah, that'd be a pretty bad one.
But if someone says like, you know what, I'm thinking the white-tailed deer, everyone's like, you're an idiot. But they go on like a 5-minute explanation and it's beautiful, and you like
Seems
it.
like a good pick.
We don't have 5 minutes to go into
Not
an
really.
explanation, but like a
Fourth
little
segment.
45 seconds, minute.
Who wants
Oh,
to go for, anyone got
anyone.
an idea?
Grizzly bear. Definitely the grizzly bear.
Why?
You know, we have the same build, man.
I have an instant third place at least.
Hey, wow, that's boring.
Top 3.
I don't promise a win, but I promise a podium finish.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Explain.
We have the same build. We
Okay.
both like to eat. And we both like to sleep.
How fast can you climb trees?
Pretty fast.
Prove it.
Bet. Let's
Bet,
go.
let's go.
Little
Yeah,
vlog.
a little vlog, little extra vlog.
The only reason I'm kind of liking his answer is because of that man right there.
Barry, baby, me and Barry,
Barry
one and the
Bonds.
same.
Barry,
I wish that.
blink
Ben?
if you agree.
Ooh.
He's got sunglasses
We
on,
don't
man.
know. He could be blank.
He's got sunglasses
What's the
on.
point?
You can't see him, bro. He's definitely blank though.
Happy birthday.
By birthday. He's
He
definitely
doesn't really
blanking.
have eyelids.
I don't think he really has eyes.
Okay.
Well, he definitely
This
agrees
is
with
tough, man. I'd say my mind is racing with all the different kinds of animals right now.
I have a cheeky one. All
right, you can go.
I'm gonna be a human.
Oh,
me. Oh, that's boring.
I know. That's why I'm just kidding.
Top 2, baby.
told
Top two.
okay. Let's see.
I'm trying to think of something really exotic.
That's what I'm thinking. Like,
Something out there, not a basic like a bear or something.
Yeah.
yeah.
Don't do me dirty like that after I take a drink.
Judge.
Oh my god.
Supposed to be unbiased.
Yeah,
I am.
Oh man, this is tough.
Could we do mythological?
Is that allowed?
I am.
Will that change Luke's answer?
Maybe.
Would you rather
Let
be
me
something
think. I'd have to
mythological?
You can
think.
come up. Yeah.
I'd have to think if I want to do
Mythical,
something
something
mythological.
Something mythical.
We could circle back for sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't even help me, to be honest. Like,
It just probably makes it worse.
I got- I think I
you're
got
thinking
mine.
of so many
Go ahead,
things.
go
What do you
ahead.
got, Jacob?
So, I want to be well, it's just like a spirit animal. Like, what do you think represents us?
Yeah.
Right. I want to be a krill, but a very specific krill.
the krill from the
Happy Feet
Happy
2.
Feet 2. That
Yes,
starts,
sir.
Jerry? Do you know what I'm talking about?
But I
His
want to
friend goes
be
off?
Jerry, not the friend.
You want to be the... Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
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 So pretty much, if you haven't seen the movie, this like krill, they travel in packs of trillions,
Yeah, they're
millions.
like the really small, like
yeah,
shrimp
one
almost.
in a trillion.
Yeah.
And this one breaks off from the pack and like wants to be his own person, and he is.
And then he gets eaten, like, right away.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
He's the part. Remember the scene when they're all dancing and they need the giant glacier to fall down to save all the penguins, and then the krill makes the final step to bring
Oh,
the whole
yeah.
glacier down. That's kind of when it last sees them, like when all the krills are dancing.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And if you need to get goosebumps, dude, watch that scene.
So you have one good moment and
It
then you
sings under
die.
pressure.
I got you.
No, I don't think he dies. He doesn't die in the movie.
I don't... Yeah.
That's just the last
So-
time they like film him.
Well, probably because he died.
Probably he's gonna die. I mean, what's the life of a krill? Probably like
12
3
days.
weeks. Yeah, 12
Yeah,
days.
it can't be that long.
Probably like a housefly.
Because like whales eat them by the
Trillions.
thousands.
By the
Millions.
trillion.
Yeah.
By the Krillion.
That's what popped into my mind.
That one's for Evan. By the Krillion.
A dad joke.
Yeah.
Mm.
Evan will enjoy that.
Yeah.
Evan L, not Evan E.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Evan E still might enjoy it.
But probably
Just
not
wasn't
as much
targeted
as what
to-
Evan L
I
is
think
going to
I
enjoy
think-
that.
I think I have one.
Evan L, get back on, my guy.
It's a little cheesier.
Go ahead.
All right. Oh,
I
You
told
want-
Evan, he would be on this episode.
Did you really?
Last
Here.
week,
He's
last week, he was,
We were at
he was
work?
going to be on.
We can
the
FaceTime.
Disney bomb?
We can FaceTime him.
Pretty sure. Maybe it was
We'll get
49.
to-
yeah.
It was a week or
Probably 51.
I know.
I've been telling people, like...
I think it was 49 he was supposed to be on because 58 was when we had Evan on, right?
Yes.
58.
Yeah.
Yeah.
48.
48.
Yeah, because
48,
I
so-
told him, and I'm like, Evan L, you can be on the next one. And I'm like, all right. He's like, okay. So he's supposed to be on the last one.
Oh, yeah. We'll get him in
Never
here
mind.
soon.
We'll get him
Let me
up.
get him back.
That's something me and Isaiah talked about. Season 3 wouldn't have a lot of guests.
Mm-hmm. I'd say one like every 3 episodes. It's fun just seeing what they know about stuff. Like
Yeah.
the Adam episode, we all learned a bunch about like golf and stuff. Something
Things like
don't
that.
really think about it all.
Mm-hmm.
You guys got an animal over
Yeah,
there?
back-
Yeah,
So
I
you got
think
an
I got
animal?
mine.
It-
I don't know exactly what they're called, but it's a type of monkey. Like, I don't know if they're spider monkeys or some other like really unique one. What?
Like from
The
the
one-
Wizard of Oz?
That's a fly. That's a
those
flying
are
one.
flying monkeys. No, those don't. No, just spider monkeys, like the normal ones that aren't actual hybrids. No, the ones that have like pretty long legs, they can like do pretty athletic stuff, but like half the time they end up failing miserably and just like fall and like a few tens of feet from the tree and just land and then lay there in despair for a little bit, get back up, try to do it again, wash, rinse, repeat. And then like online, you'll like on TikTok or something, you'll see every now and then. I know Jacob posted one, it was hilarious. I don't think it was a monkey, but I'll see some every now and then that's like a monkey or like a gorilla just like walking, doing absolutely nothing, but they have like really philosophical quotes behind it. And that's just, it's beautiful to me.
Like the cat poster. The cat's hanging off.
But mostly the 50-50, or more like for me, like a 90-10 ratio of athleticism to absolute failure. The failure is 90%, by the way. I just wanted to make that clear. All right, that's mine.
Tevin, you're the last one up.
Croc boy.
You did say
Said a
something.
krill.
I still don't know anything, bro.
All right,
Fine.
easy third.
DNF.
not finish.
GNS did not start.
We're gonna go something snow. I don't know why. Just be cool.
I'm looking at you. I'm trying to think.
I wanted him to say a polar bear, then we all like cheer on like great pig.
Wow.
How original.
I think a brown bear.
I'm gonna do. What did you say, Luke? A grizzly.
A grizzly bear.
I'm gonna do a northern grizzly bear.
Oh, I think we have our winner right here. I'm not gonna lie.
The grizzly bear from the hit Pixar Disney film Brave.
Which one? The
two.
the mom. Yeah.
Oh no, the mean one.
The Mardu isn't his name or something?
Mardu. Yeah.
Mardoon, something like that.
Maybe.
The
I don't know
dude
how
with
he
the
does it.
strongest 12 men.
What about the grizzly bear from Open Season?
That's you.
Boo.
I know.
That's you.
I know, right?
No, you can't change your answer. You're just a normal
whatever.
grizzly bear.
What about the
Whatever.
bears from Brother Bear?
Those are people.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess that still
Bears.
applies. Yeah. Yeah, obviously.
Well, Devin, you've had plenty of time.
Hold on, I think I don't want to mispronounce it, but I know what it is. Let me look it up real quick.
Is it an axolotl?
No, it is a dog.
What did you just say?
Axolotl.
What's
It's like
that?
those lizards that can either evolve gills to be fully aquatic or evolve like a full set of lungs to be
That would be
entirely
cool.
On
non-aquatic.
land.
That would
Yeah.
be cool to be.
They look really weird though.
All right, let me talk about this real quick because recently I watched the first ever Jurassic Park, and I've seen it many times, but I learned something about it that I like. You know how sometimes when you rewatch a movie, you learn something new each time, or you pick up on something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So originally, when they're talking about how they made all the dinosaurs, they made every single one female, so they could not,
Procreate.
procreate on their own. They would have to do it in the lab, and because they can change their chromosomes, obviously.
Right.
But obviously, there has been a part of the breakout, and it's part of the problems that they are procreating on their own. Like they go out and they find eggs just in the field. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on,
Yeah.
I'm searching the web. So they obviously figure out like, they're procreating. The reason is because remember the original.
They have a ditto.
No, just listen. You remember originally how they got the dinosaur's blood? They pulled it out of the mosquito that sucked the blood of a dinosaur covered in
Yeah.
sap or whatever. But blood doesn't have the entire genetic code of a dinosaur. So what'd they fill in those codes with? You guys remember?
Mosquito, wasn't it?
No, the DNA. What'd they fill in the code with?
Frog or like a lizard? A frog?
Frog.
Hey,
and what do we know
my
about
memory.
what do we know about amphibians now?
That
They can
can.
adjust their gender to
That's
adapt to their
clever.
environment to procreate. So that like
Huh.
they said later in the movie like these things are part amphibians. So that means that's obviously some of the dinosaurs
Bro,
through time
that's so funny to me.
change their
pretty
gender
interesting.
to male.
Like, to be in that world and like
I know my
a few
animal.
hundred years after like all of them like die out again and like everything's forgotten, people just like go to that island and like look at the DNA, like the genetic makeup of it, like these things are legendary, like absolute killers, like apex predators, and like hang on, what's this? Janice, this can't be right. Hang on, give me that file again. They're 50% tree frog.
I know my spirit animal.
Can't be correct. All right, go ahead.
Tibetan Mastiff. It's a type of dog.
That's the kind of dog
Yeah.
I want, dude.
Yeah, no, I love those
Big,
dogs.
fluffy, and slobby.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
It's not even close to what you look like, though. It's ironic.
Well, if you look at the hair,
We can
like
do
a
this
little
now.
bit.
Like, just there.
Oh, yeah, we
Basically,
can.
Yeah, show
just
the camera.
there.
Tibetan Mastiff, right there.
You might have to let it focus, let it sit for a few minutes or seconds.
Or just like slowly back it up. At some point, it'll, focus on it.
Hopefully you guys saw that.
Yeah. If not,
Otherwise,
just look
look
up
it
Tibetan
up.
Mastiff. If you're on Spotify, you can.
very large, fluffy dogs, but they are really aggressive.
They're sheepdogs.
Yeah, they are.
They're herders.
Yeah.
But
It's in
they
their-
are
it's
massive.
in their nature.
They're just cool.
Yeah.
They're
That's
like me.
awesome.
They're just cool.
That's a good one. That's just a cool one. All right.
Just spirit animal. If I would be an animal, that thing would be pretty cool because they're still like fluffy and nice, but at the same time, like they're dogs, bro.
They're just They're,
It's also-
just
They're naturally
daunting.
violent.
Yeah.
They are naturally violent.
That's
Like,
just
also
how
a
it is.
tank.
they're very deceiving. They
Mhm.
seem to be big, like fluff balls, but
Mm.
they
They'll
like
bite
to
your
fight.
face off.
Yeah.
Cool.
A lot of fun.
I would have to say I'm going with Isaiah on this one.
Yo, I was just so real to myself.
Trey looked right at me when he's like, "I'm gonna have to say."
I definitely thought I was
Isaiah.
say
I
Devin.
thought he was about to say me too.
Just the athletic to screen up.
You guys know
ratio.
it's true too.
That fits Isaiah so
it's like,
well.
I'll pull out some of the most athletic stuff in the world. Like we have LBL during lunchtime. We'll go to the gym. We'll throw
Lunch
footballs.
basketball league.
Yeah, so we'll be playing like Thunder and Lightning or something, just like a normal like game of like whatever. And then like midway through the game, I'll pick up a volleyball that just rolls to me. I'll chuck it across the court, full court in the net with a volleyball, and then I'll continue to miss the next 20 layups. That's my life. So I'll pick the
Yeah.
clumsiest animal I could think of. That's like not like a weird penguin or something.
Because Isaiah randomly will do the most athletic thing you'll ever see, and he'll look so shocked and so proud of himself, then proceed to miss like a wide open layup or literally anything.
I really will. I'm so bad at anything if I try to.
So have to go Isaiah.
All right, that's fair. That's fair.
Fair.
We'll remember that just in case. I don't know when the next time we'll do this
Yeah.
is, but remember, you're the judge now. You are the champion.
I'll try. I'll try to think of something. Just have it in my phone for next time.
How much time we got left now?
I don't know. I lost my phone, but the alarm will go off at some point, and we will relocate it.
Whatever.
So there's the first example of the 90% that I was talking about earlier. It was literally in my pocket. Oh,
I think I just saw.
it.
Yeah.
So athletic.
We probably-
Oh, 30, 30 seconds.
Oh, really?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. We'll
Wow.
wrap it up real quick.
Yeah.
Quick, sincere thank you. Sincerely thank
Oh,
you
yeah.
With all
guys,
the
the
views.
listeners. Episode 50, monumental. So glad I could do all this. All of us are, I think.
Oh, yeah.
It's been a great trip. Thank you guys
Yeah. Thank you guys.
for coming every week,
You.
forming this bond,
You.
Making
doing
me
some fun
blush.
stuff.
Definitely probably wouldn't hang out with most of you otherwise.
You would hang out with me at least.
Yeah,
we
'cause
work together.
We work together, but yeah.
Well, I think
gonna
the
get
camera
up.
just cut off. If it didn't, we'll cut it off. So, peace.
Peace.